I'm Buchanan, and I'm making a chocolate cake with a raspberry sauce filling and a white chocolate cream filling as well. It's going to be decorated with a dark chocolate ganache, and I'm going to pipe a white chocolate tray on top. So I'm going to start off with making this. I'm going to measure out the dark chocolate for the sponge. I'm doing 300 grams of dark chocolate to get a nice dark chocolate. Now I'm going to put this on the stove. I'm putting this on the stove on a medium heat. While I'm melting this, I'm keeping it on a bain-marie, which is a saucepan filled with water, so that it will heat it more gently and more evenly. That way the dark chocolate won't burn. Last little scrap, but as much as you can get, that'd be great. Now I'm going to take these over to this counter so I can get them into the oven very quickly as to not release too much heat. Into the oven. And now, the sponge is all done. So now you want to make your raspberry filling. So I've just rinsed these raspberries, and that is 250 grams of raspberries. So I'm going to pop these in the pan. Doesn't matter if they're a little wet, because it helps with bringing the juices out of the raspberries. Make it nice. So we just need to add about 150 grams of sugar. Alright, so now as the raspberry filling is cooking a bit, I've already turned out one of the sponges. I'm just turning out the other one, just carefully tipping it. There, came out nice and clean. Just putting it down gently. There. Alright, so that'll work quickly for this one. I've tempered my white chocolate, which means I've melted it again over the bain-marie. I'm just piping it very quickly because I don't want my chocolate to seize up. That wouldn't look very nice. So, making little branches on the tree. And this tree is going to go on top of the cake. Making branches. And the knobs for the leaves. Now it's hard to distinguish them now, but later I'm going to touch it up with little bits of raspberry that I saved. So, I'm nearly finished piping the tree. This was 200 grams of white chocolate and gently melted to give it a nice tempered finish that's cool. When it's tempered, it means that cocoa salt melted, and that way the sugar doesn't crystallize in the chocolate. Here, just gotta even up the base, make it a little neater. Alright, so now I'm going to start assembling the cake. For the raspberry filling, as I said, I made it earlier and I said I only needed one gelatin leaf because I didn't want it to be overset. Well, I changed my mind later and I heated it up and added another gelatin leaf. Now it's set really nicely, and I put it through a strainer so that it would be spreadable. And I put that on the bottom layer of my cake. And for the white chocolate filling, I did 500 mils of cream, and I heated that gently with 134 grams of white chocolate to make a sort of ganache thing. And then I cooled it down in the freezer for a couple of minutes, and I whisked it in the mixer. Now, it's separated from the liquid And now as you can see, it's this smooth ganache sort of frosting-y thing. I'm going to slowly pour this on top of the raspberry filling. There. Now I'm just going to spread that gently. Raspberry jelly. Now over here, I've started to make the dark chocolate ganache for the topping. This should give me a nice, smooth, mirrory, almost like a mirror glaze finish, but it's much more simple and it tastes a lot better. Now it's just going to be another minute or so before this is ready, so I'm just going to let that go. Alright, so as you can see, I've already assembled my cake and the ganache is ready. Now I put the raspberry on the bottom and the white chocolate cream thing on top of the raspberry because I don't want the raspberry to squish it too much. Alright, so now I'm going to gently pour my ganache, starting at the edge. There, working towards the middle. Just gotta give it a little more on this side. There, just gonna make sure to evenly coat the entire cake. Alright, so I finished with my cake. As you can see, I've poured the ganache over it. I had to pour it several times to get a nice thick layer. So, and I've also put my white chocolate tree on top after it's finished drying. So, here is my finished